And let's start with, I think the first one there is Harvey.
Mhm.
Harvey, it's yours.
Yes, that's mine.
It's beautiful.
Am I supposed to talk about it?
Yeah.
Well, since COVID, I've been dedicating a lot of my time to creating abstracts.
Oh,
My style I created, and I now have a nice portfolio of abstracts, or enough of them. And anyway, what I do is select certain photos that I photographed over the years and combine parts of them and to see how it works and what kind of abstract it creates. And it's a matter of doing that. And then if something doesn't work, I just delete it and try it again. And that's what all these are about. And I use whatever software is available to me, Photoshop and other things, and play with it. So this is one of them.
It looks like you did it with layers. It looks like it's one on top of the other, like impressions.
Yeah, this one is an overlap. And if you look, here's what I want to create. If you look carefully, things emerge that you never saw before, like people. On this particular one, if you look closely, things will appear that you didn't see when you first viewed this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way it is with all my abstracts, which you'll see as we go on.
Well, Harvey, so you have the photos and then you overlaid it with the graffiti?
Well, I merged them.
Mm-hmm.
Overlay some, merge other things, pieces of them. I gotta tell you, I mean, I do a lot of playing around, and I couldn't really tell you exactly how I do everything. Everyone is different. And they all have different looks to them, in my opinion. But
What do you call this one, Harvey?
a mess.
Photo one, photo two.
Harvey,
Let me ask you something. Now, you're saying this is abstract,
Yes.
but I can recognize now, for some reason in my head, abstract, the first thing that comes to my mind, and that's why I'm not sure my photos are correct, is that it should be unrecognizable.
Right.
Not necessarily.
I don't think that's correct, Flo. No.
There's abstracts that are unrecognizable, but then they'll have a person's face in there that is recognizable. If you create, here's my opinion, if you create a piece of work and you feel it's an abstract, then it is an abstract. That's all there is to it.
Well, that's true with anything, but.
No.
Well, as the definition, so you all kind of disagree that it doesn't necessarily have to be unrecognizable.
Yes. I mean,
parts of this are unrecognizable.
Pardon?
Parts of this are
No,
unrecognizable.
that's true. That's true. Parts of it are.
I mean, the restroom, that I know what that is.
Me too.
I mean,
Okay, let's see some of the others and then we'll.
wait, before you do, just one quick question, Harvey.
yes.
If you want to call them layers or elements or whatever, how many different elements made up this picture?
Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 on this
That's
one.
all. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Really nice, Harv.
I thought you would have said 50 or something.
Diana,
Yes.
you're up.
Oh, this is that, I always forget the first word, the movement.
Blur.
not blur.
Yeah, it was. That was from that, when we had the, that blur competition. You know,
No,
where you shook the light, where you moved the
yeah,
camera.
but Bobby knows the name of it. It's,
Light painting, light painting,
Well,
No.
that too. I'm struggling myself. I can't remember either.
light painting,
it's where you
Light
move the camera.
Right.
And-
light painting.
No.
Yes,
Well, this one is light painting. Yes.
Yeah.
light painting.
Anyway, so this was trying to get, I think, if I remember, shots of the moon, but this was around Christmas time, so there were lights down the road. And so with the, I always forget the first word. Bobby, you know it.
No, I.
Come on.
From the same cup. I don't remember either.
Anyway, so this is movement with the camera. I can't recall if it was in and out.
Intentional movement? Is that? what-
Yes, intentional. And then there's another word. It's intentional movement with the camera. And I think I tried to capture some of the moon, and definitely there were Christmas lights down on, what is that? I don't know what that road
Cranberry, in Cranberry.
is. So that's, no, not in Cranberry, right here out of my house. So that's basically what this was or is.
Okay, very nice, Diane.
Yeah, thank you.
Flo,
Okay, let me see.
Oh,
I don't know.
intentional camera movement. That's what it's called.
gotcha.
Intentional camera movement.
Okay, what I think I did here, I cropped this, added, this was also that same exercise with the intentional camera movement. if you
Right.
wanna Call it, I seem to recall I did this trying to get pictures for that blur competition. So this was just outside of my patio. And I think I just had another shot. I cropped it to part of it. I flipped it because I didn't like it the other way. And then I kind of cloned the bottom a little bit because I didn't, it was not balanced. You know, with the left side wasn't balanced. I don't remember what was there. So I kind of cloned the right side onto the left side a little bit, and that's what I came out with. And like I say, in my head, I wasn't sure this, you know, mine were technically abstract, but I guess it is. So that's what I did.
Well, this also proves that you can still, you may be able to recognize the subject, but that doesn't stop it from being abstract. Clearly, this is flowers. But that doesn't stop it, as I said, from being an abstract. It's
Yeah,
not.
I get, you know, obviously it's another way of looking at it, but I wasn't quite sure.
Okay, great. Let's go to the next one. Fleeing pelican, Walter. First one.
Walter, was that intentional?
Yes.
Okay. I've taken a lot of pictures like that. Not
They're called
intentionally.
blurry,
I'm like a judge.
or soft.
I shot out of focus a little bit. And then I used a blur filter to distort. You could identify that it's a bird flying, and I call it fleeing pelican because I didn't know what to call it. That's to me, that's abstract.
You're right.
Yeah.
I agree. If that's what.
There's an interesting history to that picture, and it's not in tonight, but I used it maybe. Some fisherman was on the pier where that bird was and harpooned that bird with his hook.
Oh,
I got
He
the whole,
harpooned the bird?
shot the whole thing.
Ah, should have been arrested.
He didn't do it intentionally.
Oy.
He cast it and it went right into the pelican.
Oh, my God.
They say more like he hooked it with a fly and rather than harpooning it.
Yeah. I have shots of it. You can see the struggle of this bird trying to get unhooked.
Oh, my
that's gross.
God.
Let's not
Oh.
talk about it.
That's against the law, I think.
By shooting it, or he didn't hook it intentionally.
He did that intentionally?
No, he did not.
Oh, okay.
Gee whiz.
Ready, gang? Here we
What
go.
kinds of hunters do you think they have in Florida?
Oh, that's nice.
What's it, Bobby?
Okay, everybody, what's it?
That's an abstract painting.
Nice.
Oh, it isn't.
That's
Was it-
marvelous.
Where was this at the graveyard?
Yes. Okay, this is from the Auto and Aeronautic Graveyard that many of us visited last October. And this is the side of a school bus.
Oh,
See where the license plate was. I turned the whole thing on its side. And the bus was painted this bizarre way. It had been red at one time and then there was a yellow overlay. And of course, it's been sitting in the graveyard there for, I don't know how many years. And this is the result. I did a little to distort it as well, used the distort filter.
very nice.
But the colors are so beautiful. And
Yeah,
Yes, very
They
pretty.
are very nice.
lovely.
Sandy, I seem to recall you have this same picture.
Not that one, but I've had other
You
photos.
you won something for it.
I-
I'm sure you did. Anyway, this is the same bus is what I'm trying to say. And I just
Mhm.
portion of it and turned it around.
Yeah,
Really nice, Bobby.
Thank you.
Abstract 4, Diane, I'm sorry.
Diane,
Hey, that qualifies.
Yeah, that definitely would be an abstract. Matter of fact, isn't that one of the clouds where, what was that? When we had the workshop?
The sunset? The sunset workshop?
No,
Oh.
so I can't remember now. Forget
this
it.
one was taken in my backyard. It wasn't exactly sunset, but it was close to it.
Really nice colors, really nice.
Very
Depth to it.
good.
Oh, it was Ansel Adams who did a whole set of clouds
Oh,
as
really?
an abstract.
Yes, but
Oh.
they're not as abstract, I don't think, were they?
Well,
Or Adams?
she was the show, she showed them as abstract.
Really? You mean the instructor?
I'm sorry?
You mean the instructor that we had
Yeah,
last?
when we had the gal here for the abstract.
You mentioned Ansel Adams? I'm very surprised. I don't remember that. So
I'm pretty sure she was the one. Well, something I saw in abstract referenced Ansel Adams, so maybe it wasn't her.
yeah.
Anyhow,
Beautiful
sorry,
colors.
Diane, go ahead.
Beautiful colors, Diane.
Thank
Very
you.
nice. Construction, Harvey B.
That's great.
Mm.
This is another one. I haven't really named these yet, so I don't have a name for it.
Construction's good.
Oh, is that, I did not name it construction?
Mhm.
Okay,
You
this
did,
is construction.
Or you can call it deconstruction.
Yes, very good.
Did you merge elements into this as well?
Yes,
Yeah, you could see the.
Well, you could see the crane,
Mhm.
right?
yeah.
Mm.
It's,
Mhm.
Very
you
interesting.
can see I added some texture to it.
Yes.
If you look closely, there's a construction that I videotaped it. I'm sorry, what I photographed when I was on a ship in the ocean. And I took a piece of that, if you see it, and it's on its side.
Oh,
it's still working, combining different photos to make one abstract.
Mhm.
And this is an abstract, I consider. There's actually a name for this type of abstract, which I should have wrote down, where other people are doing it, other artists are doing it. And I don't know what else to say about it.
That's really cool, Harvey. It's really nice.
You turned it
Mm.
on its side, correct? I think you said that.
I did
Yeah,
put some things on its side.
you can see some of the writing is
Yeah.
on the sideways.
Those are tanks,
Oh,
tanks that are floating on the side of the ocean, on land, like oil rigs. I love shooting oil rigs because they're so graphic, and they make. I think I like it. I've made what I consider some nice, not really abstract, but I think it turns out to be an abstract. Anyway, I got this one on the wall, which is not like this. I didn't combine anything, but it looks like an abstract. It's very graphic.
Nice.
Please,
Harvey, it would be nice, maybe you could teach a class on this for us, how to do that.
I would be happy to, but I don't think I'd be very helpful because a lot of these things I do are by accident, to be honest,
Okay.
because I do a lot of playing with it.
It's the artist in you.
That's part of
Yes.
the fun is the.
Harvey, but just superficially, what process do you use to combine it?
I select a bunch of photographs that I shot. I don't use anybody else's.
Right.
And I think this would make an interesting abstract. And I play with it, combining pieces of it and merging and overlapping. And you can do all that stuff in Photoshop or
Hmm.
whatever photo program you have.
Mhm.
Harvey, do the elements, is each element on a different layer or do you work all on one layer?
No, they're usually different layers.
Yeah. okay.
Yeah,
That gives you a lot of flexibility to move
Mhm.
things around.
right.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Some of these take me hours and hours to do
Oh, sure.
until I get it the way I like it. And then I have ones that I've worked on all day, and I'll look at it the next day and say, "What the hell did I do? What crap?" After all that work.
You should hold on to it and look at it on the third day. You might have.
Might like it better.
I'll look at it weeks later.
It looks like a puzzle.
Okay, it is what you think it
Yeah,
is. That's what an abstract is.
yeah.
And my intention is, with all my abstracts, if the day comes where I'm going to have put them in a gallery or something, I'm going to make them as big as I can afford, and then they'll even be more impressive
Yes,
because there's so much little stuff in these things.
yes.
So when you combine your photos, because what I find when I've combined a few photos, which I didn't submit because I did it too late, that the size dimension, like I did some panoramas where I combined up to 9 photos. So
Mhm.
the size is really quite large. So you can put that into a large image,
Yes. That's
right?
one thing I observed over the years, that you can go to a museum and some of these abstracts or paintings are gigantic.
Mhm.
Just the size, people think, oh, it must be good because it's big. It's impressive when it's big.
Yeah.
So therefore, I think these lend themselves to be big.
Mhm.
I can tell you, looking at it as I am on a big screen TV, it's very impressive, big. And it would
Ooh.
probably be really nice if, you know, it was in a giant
Right, and
extension.
then,
you know.
and
Yeah.
then because it's big, then you can see all the detail. On my
Exactly,
screen,
exactly,
I can't actually see what the different pictures are,
right.
you know, so that,
I don't know. I'm looking at it on my 17-inch laptop. It looks very, very intriguing and very interesting, and I find my eye wandering all over, so.
Yes,
However it's projected, it's very impressive. Great
yes.
job there.
Okay, you ready to move on?
yeah.
Diana, living line windows.
Mm.
Yeah, I think we were in Southeast Asia, and I think I saw this from my balcony, and I thought it was just an interesting shot.
Very.
It's a building and with windows and I guess little covers, but I turned it into black and white.
I think that was a good choice.
Yeah.
Nice shot, Diana.
Oh, thank you.
The fact that it's sort of monochromish, not just, it's not a lot of contrast. Yes, it invites you to wander around also and try to make sense of what it is and what the different shapes are doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Abstract 3, Flo.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Uh,
again, this is
Yeah.
a part of another shot. And I kind of twisted it around until I sort of liked the pattern. What it is, it's a Chihuly exhibition. And that was it. You know, I just kind of liked it. But again, this is more, I guess, of what my original concept was of abstract.
Yeah,
No, I like it. That's very nice.
yes,
Yes, it is.
Colors,
lovely.
I'm happy, yeah. I mean, the exhibition was at the Bronx Zoo and it was spectacular. It was
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah. When was it?
Years ago. I
Was
don't-
a
Yes,
few
I think
years- was
I
a
think
few
I was
years ago. I was
there.
there too.
I think I have a lot of photos from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Your
great.
detail is phenomenal in this.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you know, it was a much larger picture and I like this portion better
Yeah,
than the others, but this was in a room by itself and it was almost a canopy of these glass flowers. It was, I mean, that exhibition was really good.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
his stuff is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Walter again.
Is that the same picture?
As I said, I tried about three or four different things with this pelican. I said, what would happen if I tried to convert it to leaving some of the blue in, but basically going black and white. And I think, to me, this is more effective than the color one. And in terms of abstraction and everything else, the water is now abstract, as well as the bird is even more abstract.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this one does work better than the first.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that the lady who ran that workshop for us, she used a lot of different colors and filters on almost a basic picture to transform it and make it look more abstract, like Walter did on this one.
So was
Comes
that
out
a
nice.
blur? That was a blur tool that you used on this?
Again,
I said, was that the blur tool or a blur filter?
that was the exact same photo that I began with in the first one.
Right. No, I understand that, but what
There
did
was
you use?
blur in there too. It's a slight blur also.
Yeah, okay.
I took the first one and removed color. I wanted to see I was playing.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah,
really nice, Walter. Bridget
Oh,
Ground, Bobby.
Nice.
Okay,
Good.
this picture amazed me when I saw it. This, I named it figure ground for a reason. Can you see that it's a figure ground?
Yeah.
Can you see that there are two different pictures in here?
Well, I thought it was a guitar or a musical
I thought it
instrument.
was a guitar also.
Yellow part, but if you look at the left of the picture, that is the side of my china cabinet.
I was gonna say it looked like a piece of crown molding. So,
What you were about to say, it looks like a piece of crap. I was gonna say, what?
no,
I know that is the side of my china cabinet. And during the winter, every afternoon at around 4 o'clock, the sun comes in just the right way and illuminates this thing. It just amazed me. So I took this picture. I thought I was taking a picture of the side of the china cabinet. This is the outer lid. And then when I looked at it, all of a sudden, it morphed in my view and became the back of a bass fiddle or violin.
Yeah,
It looks like an instrument.
That's what
Yeah.
I thought it
But
was
really,
too.
if you look at it again, you'll see that the left side is my wall isn't yellow either. My wall is white, cream.
which side is, it's the right side that I'm looking at. Which side is your left side?
Bass
It's
fiddle.
black on the left and then there's yellow is on the right
Look
when
here,
you're looking at it.
left. That is the side of my china cabinet.
The yellow part is the side of your china cabinet.
No. The yellow is the wall with all the light bouncing around from the front door panels on this thing. I didn't take this thinking, oh, it's a figure round. Oh, isn't that?
But,
it
you
would've
know,
been-
isn't this one of those overlaps that this could be obviously abstract,
Can share.
but also minimalism?
I-
Yes,
Say that, all right, but
yeah, I would say so.
figure ground, that's what they call it, where it goes back and forth. We've all seen these, you see drawings or things that are figure ground. You look at it one way and it's one thing, you blink your eyes and it becomes something
Right,
else.
right.
Yeah.
And as I say, I did not intend to start out that would be, but when I saw the picture, I was astonished myself. So,
Yeah, that was a good shot, even if it was an accident.
accident, right?
I don't see, I can't make out. I'm not quite sure what it is because I thought the yellow was the front of your china cabinet and this was the side panel of it, the black part.
The way I see it is that the bright yellow on the right half of the picture is the back of let's say a cello or a bass violin.
Well, right, we know it's not that now.
It is, you can come across the street tomorrow and look, the left side of it is my china cabinet.
My father was a cellist at one time.
Really?
And when I saw this, I said, oh, that's part of a cello.
Yeah.
The way people are reacting, they're seeing different things from different perspectives, which makes it all the more abstract.
Yep.
If you can attach 12 or 13, I see, then you've got good abstraction.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is.
Good
You know,
shot.
Bobby, you have a great eye because you
Mhm.
you caught it when the light
Right,
is just right. The
Oh,
lighting is what really makes it, and the way you saw it.
well, let me just stop you right there. Thank you for saying that. I got tremendously excited when I saw how the sun was hitting this thing.
Yeah.
I also took a picture of a vase that was in the china cabinet, which I did enter in a competition.
mhm.
It's also illuminated by this. But I never saw that this was going to be a figure ground photo. That's only when I looked at it afterwards, I said, oh my Lord, look at that. I can't say that was my intention. It just,
It was a good accident.
a good answer, lucky.
Very good.
Lucky-
More than that, it's a
lucky
great
shot.
eye.
Yeah.
Thank
it just did, in my eye, it just flipped. The whole time looking at it, all I saw was the brown, the left side, and the yellow is just the background, the wall. And it just flipped that this could be the back of, I'm pointing to it, and you can't see it. The yellow part could be the back of the cello, and the brown curvature is the
Mhm.
left-hand edge of it, not the right-hand. edge.
Exactly. That's what I thought it was the very first minute I
Oh.
opened my eyes.
Bobby, are you gonna enter this in minimalism?
I guess I could. I didn't think about it.
Thanks,
Yeah,
thanks for the warning.
Mhm.
I think you should.
Maybe we won't go. But you should, definitely should.
Wait a second, folks. With the judges we've been having, it doesn't seem to matter what you enter.
Yeah.
They have their own point of view, so.
Hmm.
But anyway, thank you, everyone.
Diane,
Oh, that's
Okay.
nice.
Oh, a grapefruit. Is that what that is?
A lime.
a lime.
Oh, that's a great
Lime.
shot.
Yeah,
What is it?
A lime,
lime.
a slice of lime.
Oh, very clever. Wonderful.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
You got it. Even if you didn't go to the workshop, Diane, you got the concept.
Very nice.
Yeah.
But it could be, I don't know if it's minimalism also.
Well, I think it crosses
Could be,
over.
right.
There's definitely a crossover. You know, some not, but obviously these two shots, I think, cross over.
I agree.
Fine.
childhood, Harvey.
Hmm,
That's beautiful.
quite interesting.
Thank
It
you.
looks,
Well, this is a combo also, right?
All my,
well,
Yeah.
children's art.
yeah,
Yeah, this is grandchildren here.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, we can take the picture.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
this,
like, I like what looks like clouds coming through a sun or the circle.
Oh, yeah.
On the-
Look at that.
What is, that's very interesting. It's almost like a portal coming with the clouds either going in or coming out.
And then you have the ocean at the bottom. There's an ocean shot
And you got the bricks.
or a creek.
Right.
And that's a child at the bottom. At first I couldn't, but that's his arm raising, pointing at his picture or someone's picture.
Oh, my finger.
Is it?
And that's his arm, isn't it?
Yeah, but what are those fingers or bones on the child's head? The little,
I don't-
Those are the
That's
wooden,
in the water.
they're in the water.
what's in the water?
I don't see a child's head. Where do you see a
Not a
child's head?
head. I see,
Yeah,
I
his
have-
shoulder,
I-
the
Fingers.
back of his head.
You see a back of his head?
Yeah,
the
right.
Yes,
child
in the
towards the
center.
bottom.
Center
Or
back.
the-
It's a
And
little kid looking, he's got his. back-
Wearing a hoodie.
He's wearing a
Yeah,
hoodie,
the child's wearing a hoodie.
pointing up at the
Not wearing a hoodie.
paintings or
The
pictures.
hoodie is down.
Well, that's not
Nobody else
showing off
sees
on my
what I
screen.
see? You like bony fingers?
Yeah,
I
that's
just see a,
Diana,
I don't-
this must be taken at Manasquan, where there are all those dead trees in the water. When
I
that,
don't-
They're pilings that,
Oh, yes, you're right.
pilings that either burnt down or,
You're right. Very good, Flo. I saw it as like a hand creeping up. It's it.
no. See, this
I
one
don't-
I enjoy, I like this one better than, I mean, the others are beautiful, Harvey, but I can see stories here where I couldn't make out, you know, the others were too
Abstract.
abstract.
abstract, and I couldn't make out the story.
you know something? I've observed that if you have an abstract and it's completely abstract and you really can't recognize anything, there's people who right away won't like it.
Yeah,
And then there's people who will love it and say, this is a masterpiece.
yeah.
It really depends on the person looking at your
Right,
abstract.
it's also like looking at the clouds, and when you see a cloud and you formulate certain shapes in a cloud, it's the same kind of a thing.
Right.
True.
you know, Harvey, I think art is in the eye of the beholder. Some people love whatever the subject of the painting. Some will love it and admire it, and others will dismiss it.
Yeah,
This is art.
it sounds like most of our judges.
Yeah.
I just love what you did with this. What is that element in the bottom middle that we were saying a finger?
That's a child.
That's a child.
A little,
child.
I don't see a child. Where do you
What is
see a
it, Barbie?
child?
the
I don't
back,
see-
from the back. I
It's the
shot
back of his
the
head.
child From the back.
Rich, what have you been puffing on that cigar?
If I remember right, she,
I was just gonna say, I see that's a little girl because the hoodie is decorated with the pearls or something.
I
I
don't
don't see
see,
any of that.
I don't
Yeah.
see any of that. I
Look
don't,
at look at
I'm
the
looking straight
piles
at-
in the center, on the bottom, look at the little piles in the center of the little moon, the little sun face.
it's a,
there's
At the outer edge, you'll see a head.
yeah, Sandra, it's a negative shape.
Right,
Uh,
the negative
of that.
shape. And you see the bottom of the hoodie, and then going up to the right, you see his
Her
hand
arm.
pointing up. You don't
It
see
looks like the child is putting up their artwork with the hand raised.
Yeah,
I just, I don't,
Oh, okay, now I got it.
Yeah.
Now
I don't
see
Look
it.
to somebody, that's mine, something
I
like.
don't, I'm sorry, but I don't see it. It must be my eyes.
Look
Must
on
be
the
the-
bottom.
I see, I'm looking on the bottom. I see a thing that looks like a big finger and a leaf next to it. And behind it, there's a girl's head with black hair, but that's a painting.
yeah.
It's,
Right.
yeah,
Look
but
in
I don't,
front of the painting, and
You
you see
see?
that thing sticking up? That's the kid's arm.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
to
we
the
got that.
left. Look
Oh,
to the left of that, and you see her head.
The black circle is the back of her head.
Correct.
Follow the finger down and you'll see the child.
Now I got it.
I'm sorry, but I'm not seeing it.
Okay.
It must be my glasses. I don't see
Kathy,
it.
what are you not seeing?
What you're seeing.
What
I
is
see
it?
pictures.
It's one of those things. It's got to click and you'll see it. Now
No,
I-
send me I'll have to look at it for a long time because it's not clicking yet.
Squint your eyes and
Oh,
look.
you're in Colorado now, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the problem.
You're
That's
too
Oh, that's
far
it.
away.
I don't think so.
Anyhow, Harvey, it's really good conversation.
Well,
Absolutely.
actually, that, I consider this a success because look at all the comments I'm getting.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
So,
Christmas lights in Princeton, Diana.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, that's wonderful.
And that's a true abstract. That's really good.
Very
Thank you.
pretty.
I see a street lamp in the top left corner.
Yeah. Yeah, we went
That's
to the Garden Theater that night. Oh, I think we saw, what's that Irish film that was so terrific? Whatever, it doesn't matter. So I think I took this through the window of the door.
So are we looking at this movie screen, you're saying?
No, this is outside. There was a Christmas tree and somehow it came out this way.
It's a car across the street, isn't it?
There were cars there, yes.
Yeah, I see a wheel.
And the body of the car next to it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, now I see that. Yeah.
Oh, the blue, you mean the blue?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Sports car, yeah. And what are those blue pieces falling off on the right?
What do I know?
It's an abstract. Make it whatever you want. The pattern is it's cohesive.
Yeah,
It's very.
Really nice, Diana.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Love it.
Abstract 2, flow.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
That's Russ
Uh,
from the auto place, right?
I think so. I honestly don't remember because it was, I think all I did here was, again, I flipped it, but I think it was probably part of some, some door or something like that,
Yeah.
Be honest, Flo, that's something you burnt while you were making dinner.
Yeah, that could be. I was doing that.
Very beautiful,
Very nice flow.
very
A lot
beautiful.
of movement in that. Look at the white, the circle.
Yeah.
It
bottom
kind of
two.
makes me think that this could be the sky, the left-hand side, and this floating out in the atmosphere. That's what I thought when I saw
Yeah,
it.
it looks like as if it's a map of,
Oh,
Oh, did you
that
ever
could
see
be
the
too.
movie Day of the Painter?
I'm sorry?
Did you ever see Day of the Painter?
Not that I recall, no.
Oh,
Day
it
of the
it was a film about Pollock.
Oh, really?
Oh,
That
oh,
reminded me of some of Pollock.
very
You know,
good.
I
very
just
good,
found
Lucy,
out that he
yes.
killed himself.
Oh,
So that,
Pollock.
Yeah, I
He
think
did?
he did.
Yeah, not now.
Wait a minute, don't all good artists kill themselves?
I'm sorry, say again?
I said, don't all good artists kill themselves?
Oh dear, is that what we're gonna look forward to?
oh.
Yeah,
So
I didn't know that.
where did you
I was
take this
shocked.
photo? Could you tell me where you took this photo?
Very
I'm not
beautiful.
really sure. I would have to go back. I think it's from the, from the graveyard.
Oh, really? Wow.
Very nice.
yeah, that's what I thought so too.
It's either from the graveyard or one time we were hiking in California and there was this bullet-ridden car that we came upon.
Oh, boy.
And I may have, maybe I changed the color a little bit. I don't remember, to tell you the truth.
It's lovely.
Very-
Very nice. I would put that up in my wall.
Okay.
Flo, did you use any enhancing color on this too?
Now that I'm looking at it, I believe I probably changed some of the color. I pulled up, I kind of made this blue, where it's light blue. That might have been a blowout,
Uh-huh.
so I may have made it blue just to make it not a blowout. I should have taken more notes, but I don't remember.
Very.
This is what my idea of abstract is, in my mind.
Mhm.
Yeah,
This is so sharp and you see movement in it. It's
Yes.
great.
yes,
Yeah, I like this.
very nice.
And if I blew it up, I would like to have it really big.
Geez.
Hey, if you ever get the opportunity to go to Art Herman's house, he's got these all over his house.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Big, and
Yeah.
they're phenomenal.
I
He
have
does a
been
lot
to
of
his
rust and
house.
things.
Yeah, he's very good with these kinds of abstracts and a lot of texture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tech. I've been using that stuff like that on my clothing. On the
Really?
clothing line. Yeah, I have a couple from my clothing line and I was just looking at another one, but it was more roots and tree bark and a cobwebs. So that's what this thing on the bottom reminded me of, cobwebs.
Yeah.
Okay, gang. Silhouette in the clouds, Walter.
I see this more of minimalism rather than abstract. It's,
Agreed, that's what I would think too.
yeah, it's definitely a tree, but
Or a
blurring it.
bush, or a bush.
Yeah. Maybe taking a section of it
Walter,
and
there's
like
a
if,
filter over it, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I would enter
or-
this in the minimalism.
or taking an abstract, or taking more of a section of that tree, in macro, like any of the outshoots and going in closer so you don't really see what it is.
Rune, Bobby.
That's good too. Yeah, that's perfect.
Mhm.
Russ made a big play.
Is
Yeah.
that the graveyard?
Yeah.
No, this is not the graveyard. This is from
Oh.
Lambertville.
What is it
From
from?
where?
Lambertville. We went on a photo.
Oh, where'd you get?
Oh,
Yeah,
Beautiful.
You were right near me when I took this picture.
I didn't, yeah, it's nice. It
Park.
reminds me, it looks like an ocean view looking
That's what I
down.
was just gonna say.
I see the green and then the rocks and
Certainly
it's
not
almost
the,
like, oh, like an
maybe the-
aerial view.
You and I walked, everyone else, after we left the bridge, we walked all the way to the other end of Lambertville, which wasn't very, not very far.
Yeah,
Big church, and we stopped here. There was someone who had a very interesting shop. And
yeah. Oh, yeah.
this old car was there.
Yes.
So
I love the texture, Bobby.
Yeah, it's great.
I
Hey,
really-
Bobby,
Yeah,
did you use a tripod?
no, I didn't.
No.
That's handheld.
Tripod ever.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get lucky.
I just can't stand to do it.
Bobby, put your lights on.
Okay, why?
We can't see you.
because we can't see you.
No big deal.
A black screen.
Okay, ready, gang?
It's abstract.
Oh, nice.
Diane,
Oh, lovely.
Diane, I can't believe you said you didn't get this.
Yeah, come
No.
on.
No, I
Yeah,
really
come
wasn't
on,
sure.
Diane.
Very nice.
Thank you. That's a pillow.
What it says, it's a pillow?
It's a
I see,
pillow.
oh, it looks like sisal, S-I-S-E-L, sisal and
Yeah.
yarn.
You could see the threads of the yarn.
Yeah,
Well, I wouldn't know
I
it's a
love this.
pillow, but it obviously, now, did you have the camera on an angle?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really great, Diane.
yes.
Well, I think we should demand our money back from the teacher, because here's Diane who learned how to do it without even seeing.
Yeah, maybe it's
Yeah,
best
right,
not
she
to show
cost
up
us a
at
lot
these
of money.
classes.
That's funny.
That's it.
Very nice, very nice.
Oh,
Rusty City, Harvey.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like this one too, Harvey.
Wow, wow,
This
wow.
is gorgeous.
Absolute, boy,
Wow.
this is really, this is.
That's
what-
really frameable. That is beautiful.
Yes, gosh,
a lot of energy, yeah.
yeah.
You know what it reminds me? It reminds me of Morocco. I don't know why, but it does.
This was shot in Morocco, actually, yeah.
Really?
I think he's lying.
Morocco's,
Harvey lie? Oh, I don't believe it.
I've never been to Morocco.
It looks like a market though. Are
Oh,
those,
Yeah,
You gave
are
me an
those
idea of
kiosks
the
in a
name.
market?
I want to call this Morocco.
Okay.
Thank you.
New Jersey Transit train.
Right. Right, very good.
Oh, really a wonderful.
Really nice, Harvey.
I like the way, I
Yeah,
like
people in there
the,
also.
I like the
Also-
man at the top.
I see the people and the kids on the
oh,
right.
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I
very
do. I
nice.
didn't see the man on the top there.
This
You
is
see it?
beautiful.
That's what I try to achieve. As you look at these things and you'll start to, things will emerge like you
Yes,
said, the
yes.
people
Yeah.
on the top. If it was bigger,
It would be better.
yeah, I don't,
Between the colors and the shapes, it's really gorgeous.
Mm.
Okay.
I guess you change the opacity and some of the things so that they're there, but you can't see them as, as bright, like the people on the top, but
Yeah.
it's, yeah.
You used more color in this one than the others.
I-
right?
you-
No, that's not true either. Your first one had a lot of color too.
Harvey, how important? I mean, I'm amazed at the color arrangement, which is aesthetically wonderful.
thank you.
It is.
Consciously,
As I said,
consciously take out.
some of them turn out better than others.
How many photos would you say are a part, did you use to make this?
This one? Oh, I'm guessing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 12.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
Harvey.
Harvey, did you, in the colored areas, did you specifically put the colors there, or that was just part of the other, the picture that you were using?
Well, what works for me is, I'm using color photos. So when I combine them and overlap them, certain areas emerge with being more colorful than others. And some of the stuff actually surprises me. As I said, I experiment and I keep going until I ruin it. I try to
Well,
stop.
you could always, if you're on a separate layer, all you have to do is delete that layer, you don't need to, you're not ruining it really, right?
But Harvey, can I
You
ask,
keep
did you
certain
ever,
colors isolated, and it basically, it has almost a puzzle effect where you break
Yeah.
it down by color, but it's so neatly arranged, and that's what makes it, in this one anyway, that you have your purple section, your green section, your red section, your yellow section.
Walter, I appreciate
Am I
that,
making
but I
sense?
gotta, I'm telling you, a lot of this stuff is just, a lot of it is luck. As I'm putting it together, certain parts, I say, oh, that's good. I'm gonna try not to ruin that part.
Well,
and go
that's
to
the
another.
artist's eye that sees what is good and rejects what isn't. Also, I'm not sure you're aware, you have leading lines
Mhm.
center.
That's true.
Whatever that is, those lines are converging and they're leading your eye to the main area
Mhm.
of yellows and greens up near the top.
Harvey, could you reproduce this if you wanted to?
No,
No.
probably not. No,
Right.
I couldn't
I know
reproduce.
that feeling, and I gave up a technique I was doing in watercolor,
Uh-huh.
because sometimes it came out so great,
Mhm.
and then sometimes it was just god awful, but I couldn't reproduce the great ones.
Yeah.
But
So I
Harvey,
said, I'm not going to deal with this anymore.
Yeah. No,
each of these elements or groups of elements are on their own layer, isn't that so?
yeah.
So
Well,
therefore, by
there's
shutting
different
off,
layers, and
you
some I combine and make it one layer,
right.
you know, and once I do that, I can't easily,
No, but you could save it various time periods of time and as a PSD file, and then you just have to go back to that one time before.
But that is how you would reproduce, because you have your layers there. You can eliminate, you can add, you can move
Mhm.
layers.
well,
Just wonderful.
Yeah. this
Really
was
cool, Harry.
great.
Harvey.
Hey, Harvey, I got one favor to ask you.
Yeah.
If you're ever gonna enter any of those, let me know beforehand. Save me a lot of time.
you know, something I was just wondering, oh, yeah. I mean, you think we would ever think of having a competition for abstract?
Why not?
Why
Because
not?
what
Actually,
kind
we
of
didn't
judge are
have
you gonna
time this year, but it definitely is on the agenda for next year.
Oh, my God.
I was going to suggest, Flo, I think these pieces and any other pieces that people would care to enter, we should make a show out of these. This is a
Oh, absolutely. You mean later on? No question. It's really beautiful. But
Yeah.
I'm saying I would be interested, Harvey, the next time you could enter this in open, I would love to hear what a judge says.
Well, you know, something,
Sorry, we're
know how
bored.
Wait, I have an idea too, because here in the theater, they have concerts and sometimes they have photographers in the background showing his photography as related. They had a John Denver concert. So maybe we can conjoin with some of the music one time and show our photography, some of the photography on the background as they are playing.
That's a nice idea, Sandy.
I think it's a good idea. I'm not quite sure how to go about doing it, but it's a
We
good
could do it
idea.
as a fundraiser, folks. We could charge people admission. I'm serious.
Well, when we get people to come into the clubhouse
Right, without getting COVID.
without getting COVID, right?
Wait a minute. Can I say, Flo, I hate to shoot down an idea for a fundraiser, but people don't look at our pictures for free. What makes them think they're gonna pay?
Well, if we combine it with music, maybe
Yeah,
they will.
that's a very nice idea.
you know, Flo, I would just ask that when you were selecting a judge to judge our abstract competition,
Yeah.
really look into what they do, you know, what kind of photos they love and they put up on their website.
Right.
And hopefully you'll see one that does abstracts and also does straight, which I call straight photography. But any of these judges who are really locked in and they've been doing firemen all their lives and that kind of,
You're
you don't want-
absolutely right.
you don't want-
Or they'll say something's out of focus, you know, and it's blurred.
But you have to, but if you're all right. I mean, we've had some bad luck recently, but wouldn't you think if these were, judges that have been around, if you give them a theme of abstract, they're gonna have their mindset on abstract. What I meant for Harvey to do, I wanted to just stick it in there and see what a judge would say without the theme of abstract, just to,
I could give you one example, he'll say, I don't know what I'm looking at.
well, some of them, you're right, Walter, some of them.
My
will,
eye jumps around and I don't have a focal
and I
point.
don't have a focus, right?
Exactly.
You know who would be a
There's
good
white,
judge?
there's white in the corners and my eye goes to that and it's disturbing.
You know who
you're
would be a
right.
good judge for this?
Who?
It's
Who?
the one who gave the seminar.
Yes, that's a
Oh,
good,
yeah, she does judge, she does.
She would know abstracts.
Yeah, she would.
Mhm.
You know, we'll have to think of her, someone will have to make a note that next year, whoever is running it, you know, puts.
Not ask her to be a judge.
Pardon?
Ask her to be a judge.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, to make a note to.
Let's see what she charges.
The worst she could say is no.
Oh, I'm sure she wouldn't say no unless
She
she's
also
busy.
said she was very busy, very busy.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I'm sure. we-
Diana, don't make excuses for her.
No,
Isn't-
no, no, no,
isn't
she
the
said that on the
Federation-
video. But let me just gonna say one thing. I don't think we need to give a name to the photo, especially, excuse me, abstract. To me, it takes away, you making your own name. What do you need a name for? You don't need a name. It's just a beautiful piece of art.
It's true. You're right.
In
Rusty
abstract-
City. Now I gotta
in
look for
abstract,
Rusty
I agree
City.
with you. You don't really need a name because
No,
I couldn't think of names for my pictures, so I
yeah,
just
you
went,
don't need a name.
That's why I
Abstract
did
one,
abstract 1,
abstract
2, 3.
so did I.
Yeah.
Okay, gang,
Guys, we have a lot of pictures. Let's move on.
fiery hornet's nest. Diana,
Fiery. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we had a hornet's nest. Somehow we were able to get it down. It was, like in the winter, fall, so there weren't hornets in it. So I did basically a whole series on the hornet's nest. And this is a more abstract piece of the hornet's nest. I think I may have another hornet's nest coming up. Somehow, I don't know how I even did this. It just emerged with these colors.
really beautiful kid, really nice.
You didn't change the colors?
Well, of course you did. That's up.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I
she
guess I did.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
I
yeah,
thought she
but-
said you didn't know how you got these colors,
I don't remember.
but you changed it, but you.
Yeah, clearly, I mean, the hornet's nest is usually brownish, grayish,
Yeah, right. That's why I was asking.
but I don't know, these colors emerged.
Very, very, very attractive.
I'm sorry?
It's very,
Very attractive.
Thank you.
Okay, flow, abstract, black and white.
Okay, well, this is one that I think this is more minimalism than abstract. But I think I used, again, it's part of another, it's part of a picture that I cropped. I used a filter from Nick, I think. And I kind of added clouds.
Oh. How'd you add the clouds?
I think there was one cloud in the corner and I kind of cloned it. I like cloning stuff, so. There might have been something in the corner and I just put more of it.
This has a Japanese feel to me.
Mm-hmm.
very serene too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But don't you think it's minimalism instead of,
But
if I entered this in minimalism, don't you think that would work?
yes,
Mhm.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forming floral formation, Walter.
Forming floral.
Okay, let's
Mhm.
go to the next one.
So why are you going so fast?
Because we
Oh,
weren't getting
talk about
comments.
this? What?
Because we weren't getting comments.
No, because we're trying to figure out what it is.
Okay,
You need a little time.
That means I've got your attention, don't I?
Yes.
Okay.
I have to say that not as a criticism, but it's almost too blurred. for
I
me
agree. Yeah,
to
it's,
To even. For it to even.
It's too
make a
blurred,
statement.
blurred deliberately. That is not
I-
accidental.
Yeah, but I think it was one step too far.
Agree. Not at all. I think you study it and you get drawn into it.
Yeah, you need to study this.
I think
I think it could be a little sharper and a little bit more detail, not too much, but I think it's a little too blurry for my eye.
I mean, everybody's got their own opinion. If
Right.
it were just a little bit less blurry, then I could go into the center of it or in the corners. Right
Because
now,
you're
it's
looking to
just,
identify what it is. And part of abstraction is, it doesn't matter what it is.
I agree with Walter. I like the more I look at it, in fact, the more I like it. I like the way it's structured, not centered. I like it a lot. I really do.
And
I'll tell you what it is. It's a sunflower.
Okay. Well, it doesn't have to be a sunflower. It could be whatever it is.
That's what I'm saying. I took it out of being a sunflower into whatever you want it to be.
See, to me, I see a Buddha.
I could have called this picture Nova.
I see it as a Buddha, and then it's emanating rays.
okay.
Okay.
I mean,
That's what I
this is
see.
truly abstract. All of our pieces have been abstract in different ways, but this is most definitely abstract.
And they say, if you meet the Buddha on the road, kill him.
Kill him.
Yep.
Why would you do that?
Who
Who
says,
says that?
who says
What?
that?
Why would you do that?
Because it's not the real Buddha.
How do you know?
They say, what can I tell you?
Annie,
okay, let's
Okay,
move on.
Bobby, go
Tic-tac-toe, Bobby.
Yeah, this is just again intentional camera movement.
Very nice.
I just like the way everything.
Yeah.
As I look at it now, I could probably take out the yellow things on the left and
Hmm.
and it's
No, but it's balanced. You have one on the left, one on the right.
Well, she has two on the left, but it's a little bit more than, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have a problem with that. It adds
Mm.
lightness to it.
I think I took this over at the Gables Shopping Center, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Hitting the camera.
Yeah, there's some interesting shots you could take over there.
Yes, with all the lights.
Mm.
That's what this,
Bobby,
yeah.
did you do this with a slow exposure and just gently move the camera?
No, I guess it was a slow exposure for sure, but often what I do is I zoom in, zoom out, that kind of thing. But in this case, I think I just wave the camera around. You know, you get a lot that's crap and you throw that away, but I like this one.
Do you remember what you were shooting at?
Yes, I was facing the pharmacy, whatever bank of stores is that way.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Night and I thought
Beautiful.
lights would make good subjects, and I love to do intentional camera.
Yes, yes. A lot of
It's fun.
it's
And,
hard to do, but it's fun.
yeah, I like the unpredictability of it. Like,
I also like the name of the painting. The painting.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
like Forrest,
That's
Gump,
appropriate.
never know what you're gonna get.
Very nice.
Abstract number 2, Diane.
Look at what she's telling us that she can't do.
Yeah,
No, this
right.
is,
I'm not going to trust you anymore, Diane.
That's right,
no, this is
Diane.
good.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Very nice.
Thanks.
I told you, Diane, you have a perfect eye.
I appreciate that.
Your
Thank you.
skill with your camera will come, but your eye is, nobody could teach you that.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, right.
You're also sneaking into the world of macro.
Right.
Yeah, right?
What was that? I'm sorry.
You're sneaking into the world of macro.
It's
I know.
close-ups, macro.
I was, this one I wasn't sure. Because it's a leaf.
Yeah,
I guess you could tell.
yeah. you
Yes.
can, but it's definitely abstracting. That's not a word.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Abstractive.
Lovely. But I'm not gonna trust
Distracting
you,
is-
whatever you say now, from here on in, Diane, that's it. I don't trust what you
You
say.
don't trust me.
Yeah, right. I don't want to hear, I don't know how to do it.
Right.
Help, help.
Very
Hey,
lovely.
Barry, you still here? Barry,
I'm
still
here.
here?
Sorry, that was just my son calling me just then, so I picked it up for a minute, but I'm here.
I just want to let you know, just about everybody here is more experienced photographers, and Diane is one of the newer. That's why we're getting on her with these.
That's right. She's supposed
Yeah.
to be a newbie.
I am a newbie. I am a newbie.
She's a quick learner.
I'm finding it very interesting seeing these pictures. The biggest question that I really have, and I don't want to interrupt, is I don't know how hard you do what you do with these pictures and put them together. That's what I don't know. I can see taking a picture and blurring it or making it different. You know, I've done that kind of stuff, but I don't know how you mix those pictures together. I'd like to learn how to do that, but that's another
Oh, you mean
question.
what Harvey is doing?
What Harvey's
what
doing,
Harvey's
it's
doing
fabulous.
is-
Well, you
We're
can
a
learn
long
any of that
ways away
stuff
from
online.
And
So we,
with us as well. Photos
yeah,
is our
There you go.
main attraction. I don't know how to put that, but we love our Photoshop. Some of us anyway.
yeah.
Rich, I want to ask you a question. You're not
Yeah.
allowed to be in the house with a cigar?
Of course not.
We knew that. The women knew that.
I can't even wear shoes in the house, let alone have a cigar.
All right.
Okay, ready, gang?
You can't live with them and you can't live without them, right?
Okay, abstract, HM
Oh.
thing.
They're getting better and better.
Harvey, that one's cool.
It's
Thank you.
gorgeous.
You see, this one, I don't see,
I see the big wheel in the,
yeah,
in
but
the,
I don't see any of the, I don't see too many underlying, underneath pictures. At least
We
on
get-
my screen.
well, it looks like there's maybe some floral on the bottom, rocks,
Oh, look at
I
the
see.
eye. Look at the eye coming through
Now, when
the
I put
bottom,
my
about
glass,
an inch and a half up.
look at all
Mhm.
Am I the only one seeing that?
the eye.
Yeah.
It's sort, I'm not sure it's an eye.
It's like-
Harvey, what
right.
is that?
Harvey, you're just sucked into this picture. You are, by those circles, those receding round objects.
Well, those are wheels. Those are.
Yeah,
Oh, not there, but if you, the
It
bottom
doesn't
left,
matter what they are. I saw round objects, but they move away and you want to go follow them.
Okay,
Mhm.
Harvey, what's on the way bottom?
Is on the wall.
well, you know, some of that is actually grass.
yeah, and
Yeah.
flowers, yes,
Played
about
with the,
flowers.
And I play with the color.
Mhm.
And I just want to say, there is certain objects and people, not that many people in this one, but there is some objects that if you look hard enough, eventually it'll emerge and you'll see it.
Mhm.
I
And
see the
you
restroom again.
recognize- And
The
if
Yeah.
restroom is there.
if you don't, whatever you see is fine. You know,
You
if
s-
you
I- yeah.
see something that, you know, you think is something, that's fine. That's what abstract's all about.
but
Harvey, you made
I
me want to
wanna-
go back to all my photos and put them all together and come up with a lot of different things.
You probably come up with something really cool. I just want to know, what is your thing about the restroom in each painting? What's going on there, Harvey?
I was gonna ask the same question, Diana.
That's his signature.
With a handicap picture.
Signature.
And it's a handicap restroom too.
You see that? It's a
If you
handicap
see
restroom.
if you see the restroom in some of my photos, then you know it's mine.
Okay.
That's his
That'll be his
signature.
signature.
Uh, Okay.
Oh, wow.
Diana,
Oh,
That's gorgeous.
sculpture on the pier.
who is this one by?
Is this
This is,
Diana,
this
Oh,
is
it's
very
nice.
Asian, right?
It's what?
It's Asian?
Yes, we were in, who the hell remembers? Taiwan. You know, it's one of these, if it's Wednesday, it's Belgium. So this was, yeah, we had just come off a beautiful night ride on the whatever river
It
it was.
looks like a dragon if you turn it
Yeah.
around. It looks like
And
a
these
dragon.
are- there were
upside down.
sculptures on the pier.
Anna, don't forget your little line, your little border stroke outside, because the top left, which is black, is fading into the.
I'm surprised it's not there. Usually I put that. Yeah, that bothered me. So I would have to do something with that.
You take another piece of photograph and put it on the corner and
Right.
merge it.
Or
Right,
just
right.
clone this pig part and just raise it up.
Yeah,
I wouldn't like to see you take that black corner away. I think it looks very good there. I'm closing off the background with my hand, and it looks, don't take that away.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that I didn't put a thing around it. I usually do.
Yeah.
Wow.
A wonderful piece, wow.
Mhm.
Not to sound like one of our judges, but if you cropped it a little, crop some of that white out, it would accentuate the color part more.
Mhm.
Which white part?
So
The
the
lower
left
left corner,
side,
the whole left side,
The left side?
if you
The
take
white.
away, yeah, sorry, go ahead, Rich, sorry.
no, that's all, just the white part.
On the
You don't
left.
really even, yeah, you could actually put another something behind it and get more color behind it, like do a, what's it called? When you clip another photo to it
What's
and
it-
you just put it in that section and then you play around with the I forgot what it's called, Bobby, when you overlay or you increase it's darker or lighter. You know what I'm talking about
Right,
in Photoshop?
yes.
Yeah.
What is that called? Off the top
I
of-
know, I forgot what the
Burning?
tool is. No, it's not burning. It's on the right-hand side of the
Blur,
no, I'll look it up and let you know.
dodging,
What?
dodge.
No, not dodge, not burn. It's in the right-hand side where you can change your opacity and you can do an overlay. So you have two colors merging on top of each other. In Photoshop. I'll have to look up the name of it. I can't, it's not,
You know what, you can keep it simple, Diane, and just crop up to that first ball. Like Rich was saying, if you take on the left side, if you just take like an
Yes,
inch away,
yes, I can see
the
that.
colors pop up, you
Yes.
still have the dark on the top. And you don't, it doesn't make it so,
Yes, I see that. That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
that would be to me, that would be the.
Yeah, I like that idea.
People would
to
use your hands to make a frame around the left and the top and the bottom of the picture. I think that white works beautifully with it. The
It
curve,
does, but if she wanted, you're right, all she needs is a stroke. And
but
then-
I'll look up that where it is. Well, I don't know. I use Photoshop, not Photoshop Elements. So I don't know in
No, this is
Photoshop
Photoshop.
Elements. Okay, so in the very right-hand side where you have your layers above it,
So the
you
right
have
hand.
opacity, you have an opacity dial. And to the left, it says Kinds, Kind.
oh,
And there's a
blending modes. You're talking-
blending mode. Thank you very much, Bobby. I knew the two of us would come up with it.
Right.
The blending modes. And if you took another image behind it and a layer below it and you clip it, you can do a blending of colors and you get rid of the white naturally without having to dodge or burn or anything.
I think we should leave it to Diana to decide whether she wants to get rid of the white.
Right.
I personally, like I said, I'm covering over the black background with my hands. And I I think the white and the pink work very well. They repeat the curves there that you see on the right.
Yeah.
side. I think it's very successful just as it is.
Mark,
Yeah,
yeah, how many more pictures do we have?
I honestly don't know. The way I've set it up, I can't tell.
Uh,
You know what? Hold on a second.
Because it's, how many hours did you give us?
Well, with this, we can take as many, I can't do the V on here.
Oh, okay.
We have unlimited, but let's go on to the next one. Walter, another one.
Another pelican. I like this pelican too.
This was the second time I went more blue than the first one. And I still like the second one that you saw of that. This is too blue here, and it takes away from the bird.
Hmm.
To me, anyway, as the maker.
Okay. Well, dreams are made of, Bobby.
Oh, Bobby, that's beautiful.
Well, thank you.
That's the,
You took that, don't you?
That's the what?
I'm talking Flo. I said, Flo, I bet you know where I took it.
yeah, no, I can't think of the Make-A-Wish, right?
Oh,
So, yeah, and I used some intentional camera movement on this as well, obviously. But yeah, that place is, guys, you want to go over there when it's lit up at night. It's wonderful. Flo has a fabulous winning picture that she took.
Yes, she won that.
Mhm. But I also have lots and lots of them. A lot of them are failures, to be honest. But
but you just drive in there? It's not locked? There's no gate?
we went there during the height of COVID, so it was really closed. Nobody was inside at all. But it was
It was
still
nighttime. It was at night, right?
very. We were there about 9 p.m. I would say. So lots of photo ops for sure.
Yeah, that was a really good shots.
Really nice, Bobby.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Now, Bobby, just a quick question. Is the top, that camera movement, and clearly the bottom isn't?
Right.
How'd you do that?
So how did you do that? And the answer is, I don't know if I know. I'm not sure. I don't think I did this in post-processing, but it's possible that I did. Because
Yeah.
I don't know how I would not get the whole thing blurred if I moved.
Looks a little bit like Aurora Borealis or one of those
Yes,
things.
yes.
I did consider taking out this O shape right above the blue near the bottom.
In the middle?
Yes.
Yeah,
Considered zoning that out. What do you think?
Yeah.
maybe a little. I think if it was all, in that blue tone, getting rid of that white would,
Yeah.
Yeah.
ah, Diane.
And we saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is very much like the other one.
Is that the
Yeah, we
same
saw
one
that
or
already.
different?
Okay,
No,
go
Ooh.
back.
I don't know why it showed up twice.
Oh, you must have downloaded it
Oh,
twice.
it looks a little different from the other to me.
No, it's the same.
Really? Oh,
It's the
okay.
same.
All right.
Yeah.
Whirlwind,
Oh.
Bobby.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Wow.
The very interesting thing here is that you, of everyone that is shown, your picture is easily identified immediately
Yeah,
as your work.
that's a
Mhm.
Harvey.
Well, only because we're having the show and tell. If this popped up without, the-
We would have known after the first one or two. It was the same maker.
The minute the picture came up, I didn't look at the name. I
oh
just-
no, we would have known it's the same maker, but I wouldn't have known that. Usually I could pick out Harvey's work. I wouldn't have known this is specific
Well-
to Harvey.
Well, now that we know Harvey does this, we will know how he does it.
Nice.
I've never entered this in any competition. Any of my abstracts, I've never entered them.
Yeah, I like
This is great. This is great. I love this.
Thank
I
you.
love the way the colors come through on her hair and the thing that's coming out of her head. What is that? On the right. Looks like a horn.
You tell me what it is. A horn? That's fine.
A hand.
No, it has
Yeah.
claws. It has claws on it.
Yeah, but right.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
How'd you, yeah,
Like a dragon, it's like a dragon's hands.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that one of your, I hope it's not one of your grandchildren.
This one,
Don't
Oh,
show
look, I
that
took a
picture. That's really great, Hope.
Right, wow, I
Is
love
that,
it, yeah.
Harvey, is that a sign that says this way to the men's and women's room?
whatever you think.
I'm kidding.
Don't
Really?
stop doing these. They're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Really stunning.
They're
Mm.
really
I
beautiful.
really
Stunning.
like, now that we've seen some, some that are a little bit different than the others, I have to say, at least my taste, I love the ones that I can sort of pick things out of,
Hmm.
as opposed to the ones that are all jumbled.
Well,
I love.
that's why everybody is different.
Yeah, and I like this one. The muted background is so pretty and yet the bottom is busier. Really
But her
nice.
eyes are stunning. Look at those
Mm.
eyes.
Yeah,
Really good, Harvey.
bravo.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yes.
everybody.
Bravo.
Appreciate it. I really do.
Okay, unfolding.
Mm,
Mm.
beautiful.
Yes, so
Those-
that's one of the photos that came out of the original hornet's nest.
Oh,
Oh, that's.
very interesting. It looks like an ocean
It
or
does.
rocks,
I
Looks
thought
like a
it was
what?
water also.
rocks and water.
No. I got some great shots out of this hornet's nest. It's just
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Did you cut it open,
That's a good
Diana?
question. That's a good question. I don't,
I think, Diana, when I saw it outside your house, it had sort of fallen apart.
Ah.
So maybe you just photographed, the parts or moved them together in various ways.
I don't remember.
Mm. Very
Walter
nice.
explosion.
That one I like a lot.
Beautiful.
That's very
Very
nice,
good,
Walter.
Walter.
I see a
Where's the-
demon. I see a demon with the
a
the
big
eyes
nose.
and a very big brief, yeah, but the eyes, right? It's almost like the devil
Angry.
is coming to get you.
Yeah, and very angry.
Right.
Mm.
Where's the pelican?
Very good, Mark.
That's something.
That is funny.
It's in the background. You can't see him.
This is very sensual and sexual.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay, moving on.
Next.
We could go a lot of places
that
with that one.
Thank you, people.
Oh,
Nice.
very nice. Nice. Who's this?
This is
Bobby.
Bobby, fireworks.
Oh, I love.
Oh, wow.
With fireworks, oh, I didn't even remember naming it that. This is actually a flower that I took also with movement. This is Florida flowers, so to speak.
Bobby, this would look so nice on one of the garments, like a dress or a cape
Well,
or a kimono.
I'll license it to you for a fee.
Oh,
The only thing I did today, I think I made it paler and I used the extrude filter on here.
What does that do?
It makes those protrusions that seem to be coming out.
It looks like pixels,
mm.
right?
That's the extrude filter. It's a lot of fun to work with and a lot of variation in things you can do. I urge you to look for it. It's under
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the iColorama does a lot of this, can do a lot of this stuff with a couple of clicks. It's an amazing app if anybody wants. You can get it free or pay for a very little bit of money, an upgraded one on your iPad.
And it's called what?
iColorama.
Oh,
I have one picture that actually was it was I think a flower, and I used one of the filters and it looks like crystals of ice coming up from the,
very nice.
of course I didn't submit anything on time, so we can't
Oh,
tell
that's
you.
too bad.
Oh, I would just say, here it is, you can get it right in Photoshop. So, I would.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's
but not everybody has Photoshop. I know that some people just do you know,
Yeah.
on their simple, yeah,
That's called extraction, what we're seeing?
Extrude.
crude.
Oh, extrude.
Extrude.
Okay.
Bobby, but this reminded me, have you seen any of these snapshots from the new telescope in space?
Oh, yes, I have.
Well, that's what that photograph reminded me of.
Interesting.
It was just.
Are you falling down, Sandra?
No, I put my lay down my iPad because I don't like the way I look. My background looks a lot better. Because there's my hand.
Was that it, Mark?
That's it. We're done.
Barry,
It was very-
I'd love to
Oh.
hear some of your comments.
Well, I looked at all the pictures, you know, and, you know, it's kind of alien to me because normally I'm taking pictures of grandchildren and of things and of, you know, places I've been to. So I think it's kind of interesting to go out of your way and try to take a picture that doesn't look like a real thing. So I found it to be interesting. I may try some of that myself now, just to see. I'm gonna have taken sunsets and things like that. But I thought it was very interesting and, you know, something I'll try myself.
Hey, Barry, did you go to our website, stonebridgephotoclub.com? Take a look around there.
I'll take a look. Where is that? Is that, what is it on? What's it
Stone,
called?
stonebridgephotoclub.com.
Okay, I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at it.
All of our work, yes, you'll see it all. You know, there's it's packed with information, but at the very top, there are photos. You see them for, I don't know, 3 seconds, 6 seconds, and it's everybody's winning photos over the years. And we've been in business for quite a few years.
We also have Facebook, and the Facebook, you can put your photos on Facebook. I'm gonna enter
Oh.
I'm gonna put my abstracts on
I
Facebook because
keep
I didn't
forgetting
do it.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just another thing, Barry, this
Just
is,
to, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Barry, this is just one thing that we do, and this is more advanced, and it's something that's new to us as well. We do so many other things with portraits or landscapes and stuff that you could jump into right away.
Do most of you use like you know, what kind of camera do you use? Are you using like a phone camera? Are you using like an SLR to do this kind of pictures? You know, what do you basically use?
I think the camera is less important than the photo editing software.
So
Because
you don't think it's the detriment to just use an iPhone rather than getting a new camera?
No,
well,
no, this was a workshop, Barry. This was a specific workshop on abstract art. That's why we concentrated on the abstract. You could have used any kind of a camera. It was just a theme that we were practicing on. Most of our competition, well, if you look on the website, you'll see. I mean, they vary. We have, I don't remember now, it's like a blank.
Okay, you want me to borrow it then?
yes, so
Okay, I'll take a look at the, I will take a look at the website.
All right, I'll clear it.
Or somebody's not on mute and
yeah. I think,
I have to sign off. I just got a call from my son. It was
Okay,
really interesting. Harvey, your stuff is amazing. I think you should, you know, try to make.
gallery,
They're gorgeous.
Thank you.
yeah.
And everyone else, beautiful work. Really very nice.
And you did a
too.
good job,
Hi,
Diane.
I don't want to hear any more. I don't know how.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
You really
Well,
are.
I see, there's definitely an improvement.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Have a
Okay.
good night, everyone.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Good night.
tonight too. Bye.
Stay well, stay well.
more
You
fun
too.
tonight than we've had in a long time, I think. I have to say that. I speak for myself. I have had a great deal of fun and very, very enjoyable. So
It
thank you
was.
everyone for the wonderful work and I want to say one thing. Diana rather, you're going to know, and let's not say who it is, But we once had a member of the art club say to us rather smugly that photography is nice, but it's not creative like the work they do in the art.
Who said that?
Oh, we're not going to tell you.
No, someone said it to me. She said to me, photography is not like painting. Okay,
Okay,
I
I've
think-
done both, so
Yes,
two unique perspectives.
yeah.
Well, I go to the art shows here, and one year they have photography and they have art, watercolors, oils. I mean, there's so many mediums. And one time a photographer says, but art is easy. You just have to sit down and you can paint it. But photography, you got to really work because you got to go out there and take the photograph, and you have to travel. You have to go places. So everybody has their own interpretation.
Yeah.
well, that person who said that, maybe she only saw photography as in,
Landscape.
capture shots or,
No. The photographer said it's harder to do the photography because you have to really go
no,
there.
no, I was responding to the person who told Diana
sorry.
rather, that it was not creative or whatever the
Yes.
word was.
Yeah, that was the.
Well, maybe she only took pictures of her grandchildren and wasn't very creative, so,
No, she's a quote unquote painter.
well, whatever.
It was a stupid remark, but anyway.
I brought it up, but
Mark, thank you so much for running it.
You're welcome.